Hey everybody, how's it going? As you can see, it's a little bit wet here. It's summer in Australia, but we do get rainfall, and actually this summer we've had quite a bit of rainfall. So anyway, it's not cold and it's okay. I'm doing my responses to all your questions, and it's been 3, maybe even 4 weeks since I put that video out, and you've been sending me in all sorts of questions and also shout outs. So I'll do a couple of them as well, as I just work my way through the questions as they came in. So I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way back to the top. So the first questions that were asked will be the first ones to be answered. And here we go. Gaspar Ostir, I'm not sure how I say your name, Gaspar. But do you ever wish to come relax in a Slovenian spa and with nice foods? Such as Krofi, Kremsai, Persivo, Krazu. I'm not sure how you say all them either. By the way, my sister and I love your videos. You make us happy. Well, I would love, Gaspar, to come to Slovenia. It's just a long way away. And to enjoy all your food. And I'm sure it'd be all sorts of variety and lots of things that I haven't had before. So, yes, I would love to come. I don't know if it's going to happen anytime soon, though. Oh, cheers, Gaspar. I'm having black coffee, which I just made before I came out and did this video. Berkshire Bacon Lover, have you ever travelled outside of Australia? Would you like to travel and try foods in places such as Canada and the USA? I would love to come to Canada or the USA. It is one of my goals to get to VidCon and maybe even to CraveCon one day. I don't know that it's going to happen this year though, because funds are not exactly going to make that happen. So unless things really pick up on YouTube and I make a huge amount of money and get millions of subscribers like whoever else, it's not going to happen anytime soon, but I would love to do it. And yes, I have been overseas. I've been to New Zealand, I've been to the USA, and I have not been to Canada, but I've been down south to Mexico, and I've also been to Russia. I lived in central Siberia for a year. Oh, how's that? And hi to all my Russian followers. And been stopover to those places. I've been to other countries as well, mainly in Southeast Asia, Thailand and Singapore, I think it was. So anyway, there you go. That's where I've been. Okay, can you come to Burwood East KFC soon? Says GoJo Media GoJo Media Junior Nick Ryan. Well, Nick, yes, I will be coming to Burwood East soon, and I'm not quite sure when that will be though. If you come to Indiana, would you like me to take you out and meet my twin? A twin in Indiana. That sounds very interesting, David. David Thomas. I wonder who that might be. Not you, is it? Oh dear. Okay. Who else has got a question here? What is your favourite burger from KFC? I think the Double Down was pretty good. There's a couple actually. So the Double Down, and either way. So hash brown top and bottom with fillet in the middle, or the other way around, the Tower Burger with 2 fillets and a hash brown in the middle. They were pretty decent burgers. Also the Zinger Stacker was pretty good. So yeah, a couple of favourites from KFC. Robert Aquilina, give me a shout out. Give me a shout out. Okay, Robert, I just did that. So there goes a shout out for you. Crazy tasty food review. Don't actually ask a question, just say, hey you Josh. Hey you Josh. Is that some kind of shout out? I suppose that is. Do you see many spiders and snakes on a day-to-day basis? Asks S125ish. Yeah, we see spiders daily. Probably you may have seen on my vlog channel a few videos about recent spiders. We get a lot of huntsman spiders. I might put a little clip quickly up here so you can see it, but they're about the size of the palm of your hand, and they basically can be found anywhere. The last one we came across was on the kitchen bench when I went to cook up a meal, and so they're not They're frightening to look at, but they're not poisonous. They can bite, but that's about it. They will give you a nip. So if you don't mind being nipped by spiders, then huntsmans are quite okay. Most people hate them. Even Australians hate huntsman spiders because they're big and hairy and crawl all over the place, and they've got these big 8 legs, and they're really quite scary. So, yeah, but they are not poisonous. Snakes, yes, the occasional snakes. Seen them crawl across here. One last year was just over behind where the camera's sitting. So at the moment, probably see 1, maybe 2 a year. There was an echidna in the front yard just the other day, but I didn't have the camera with me, and it had crawled off by the time we got the camera. So we see a fair bit of wildlife. Lots of birds, of course. None at the moment, but we have lots of birds in the area. So there you go. Good old Australia. Australiana. Reviewmaster 5000. Reviewmaster 5000 been around for ages on the channel. Thank you. What video are you most proud of throughout your time on YouTube? Well, I've been on YouTube since 2008, and there's right on 600 videos, I believe, now that are on this channel. I've got about another 150 on other channels, but 600 on this channel. And on this channel, the video that I'm probably most proud of would be my Melbourne video that I did ages and ages ago, back in I think 2010. It's on around 70,000 views and was taken up by lots and lots of people. It's been shown on the big screens in Federation Square here in the city in Melbourne. It's been shown on whatever kind of screen they have in Perth. Also, it's little bits of that have been used in films, and even Coles Myer, or Coles now, a big Australian food produce company, they use it in their corporate board meetings as background, which I only found out because a friend of mine actually runs their program, and yeah, they've got my video playing sometimes when the board members meet. So there you go. I'll put a link to it up here if you want to check it out. But I really like that video. There are actually lots of other videos that I like. I really enjoy my music videos. But anyway, that's a whole other story. I'm not going to go there today. The Melbourne video is pretty good, in my opinion. Chloe Painenborg. What's your favourite menu item at Macca's? Macca's favourite menu item? Well, look, bit of a thought process has got to go into that one. I'll just cut here and have a bit of a think. Yeah, I'm back. The BLT chicken burger. I did that about 9 months ago, a review of that 9 months ago, and it's become a permanent part of their menu here in Australia. They have the jalapeno burger, the BLT, and I think there's one other way. That chicken burger, I'll put the review up here too. That's the way to solve that problem. Okay, because I have reviewed it, and I think I gave it a pretty good report. And going back to Macca's, yes, that's one that I would get again. Boons, I think that's pronounced. Hey Geoff, love the reviews and thanks for the Christmas shout out. No worries, my friends really enjoyed it. My question is, when you played the trumpet, it was a long time ago, what kind of music did you play? Also, can you give a shout out to the page meme Gooring on Facebook? Many thanks and hope you have a great year. Thanks very much, Boons. I played trumpet in rock and roll bands. Back in the day, I was a big fan of someone called Herb Alpert, which probably most of you have never heard of. So that's mainly in the 70s, and the Tijuana Brass. So I copied a lot of that stuff. I loved that sound, and that's the kind of style of trumpet that I played. I was in several different bands, none of which you would know. I struggle to even remember that time as well. It's a long time ago for me. But in the 70s, yeah, rock and roll. Good stuff. few other bands since then, but they were my heady days. And I also played keyboards, actually. Preferred to play the keyboards in those bands, but they found out that I played the trumpet, so I was doing that. And yeah, I could have gone on and been a professional trumpet player, but I went into building. Anyway, that's according to the people who taught me. Anyway, that's not according to me. Kate Wilhite, I want to know more about Mum. Okay, Kate, where does she live that she is not exposed to McDonald's and Krispy Kreme? Well, she lives on the other side of town from me. It's about an hour's drive, 50 k's or so in a straight line. No, it'd be more than 50 k's, it'd be 70 or 80 k's in a straight line. And the reason she has not been exposed to especially the drive-thru at McDonald's nor Krispy Kreme is because she lives in a nursing home. She's got the touch of dementia, and I would not be surprised if at some stage in the past she has gone through a drive-thru at McDonald's, but it would be quite a few years ago, and there would be nothing to remind her of that. So when I went through that and did that review video, when they were in the car, it seemed like a whole new experience to them. Whether it was actually a whole new experience, I can't actually tell you. I'm just assuming that it was, and I have had to go along with that. I never took them through a drive-through, and they're both 90. My stepfather's 92 this year, and so yeah, I don't know the answer to be absolutely correct, but I doubt whether she would have been through a drive-through. She's probably been to McDonald's but gone in-store. There you go. What camera are you using to film this video? It is very clear, and the same camera I recorded that first video in is the same one I'm using right now, and it's a Sony RX10, and it's a great camera. So, the one I do in the car is a GoPro Hero 2. Geoff, how long have you been a YouTuber? I think I said that before to Mark. Oh, hang on, I needed to say who asked the question. CJ Dacker asked me about what the camera is. Marcos Verley, Geoff, how long have you been a YouTuber? Well, Marcos, since 2008. And the first videos I did were family videos. But I've had a history of filming before that. Been involved in behind the scenes in movies before that. That's how I got into the whole videoing thing. Lockie Galehouse. Hi Geoff, was wondering if you're a follower of either Australian politics or American politics. Also, what would the perfect fast food item look and taste for your liking? I'm not really a great politics fan. I don't follow it. I'm interested to know who's in and who's out, but as far as politics goes, I'm a bit of an politics person. It's neither here nor there as far as I'm concerned. Same with religion. Okay, you can start the hate now. Hey mate, Dicko HD. Just got a few AFL questions. AFL is Australian Football League, not American Football League. How long have you supported Melbourne for? So you do know. I've said that in the previous video. Yes, all my life. All my life I've been a Melbourne supporter. How often do you go to games, and what was the last game you attended? I haven't been to an AFL game in years and years and years. The last game would have been a preliminary final, which Melbourne beat Carlton. It's a long time ago. I'm not even sure. I think maybe Carlton beat Melbourne. I don't even know who won it. But it was a preliminary final, and it would have been in the mid-1980s. So that's 20 years ago. Okay. Who is your favourite Melbourne player? I don't know who plays for Melbourne. One food question. McDonald's, Hungry Jack's or KFC? Okay, if I'm feeling like chicken, it's KFC. If I'm feeling like beef, it'll be Hungry Jack's. I think Hungry Jack's do better beef than McDonald's. But the McDonald's Create Your Taste would be a better option than anything Hungry Jack's. So, alright, a bit of all the above, but being discretionary. Are you going to do the soup challenge again, asks Wild Rose, a country girl. And the answer is yes, I will be doing the soup challenge, and it'll be in winter. That's to help out the Salvation Army. And I think last year I raised $200. I'm going to up it this year, and I'm still thinking about it, but I might even aim for $500 for a donation to the Salvation Army. What do you think about that? Should I go for $500 as a goal for you guys sponsoring me to do that soup challenge? It's eating soup for a week, and only soup. Breakfast, lunch and dinner, soup. Nothing but soup. Okay, I hope I've said everybody's name before I've answered your questions. Get that promo. Now this question's on 2 pages. Get that promo. I don't know if people have asked before, but what software do you use to edit your videos? I use Final Cut Pro 10. I don't have an Apple computer, but a Toshiba. What editing software would you recommend? I recommend Final Cut Pro 10. I think it's great. I used to use Final Cut Pro Express, and it was quite good, but Final Cut Pro 10 is great. I've just learnt to use, yeah, okay. And also, are you planning on doing any more collabs like the Maccas one you did? Yes, there'll be a collab coming up very soon with Ken Domick. Ken actually contacted me about that Big M sauce. I don't know, you probably saw me tell you all about the fact that it was available. I only became aware that it was available because Ken sent me a message and said, Geoff, did you realise that you're going to have some Big Mac sauce available in some of your stores pretty soon? And I had no idea, so I went out and chased it up, and he asked me if I could send 1 packet to him. So that's how that all happened, by the way. I don't think I explained that to anybody. So there you go, some information for you. Schrakenside, hope I'm saying that right. How long were you a builder for, and does YouTube income sufficiently pay the bills? Well, straight up, YouTube does not pay the bills. I'm glad you liked the way I did the shout outs. How long were you a builder for? I've been a builder for about over 30 years. I started off as a carpenter and worked my way into building. So my father was a builder, so it was pretty easy to work my way into it. I took over his business. The Andrew Goring. Questions from the Andrew Goring. What is your favourite KFC item that you have reviewed? I think I answered that. So yeah, those 3 things: Zinger Stacker, the Tower Burger, and the Double Down. Out of KFC, Hungry Jack's and McDonald's, what's your favourite fast food chain? Depends on what they're offering. I find the best for service is McDonald's. That's what I've found, and I know there's lots of variation. Cooper Eccles, how old are you? I didn't read that. Did you go to university? Yes, I did. I got a BA. As an adult, I went back and did it. Did you get good grades in school? If you remember, no, I didn't do so well in school. In fact, I hated school. I did go on to TAFE, but I only lasted about 6 months, and I got out and went to work. What's your current job outside of YouTube? At the moment, I don't have a current job outside of YouTube. I am trying to get jobs. I'm trying to get a job at Bunnings Warehouse. We'll see how that goes. Wow, this is getting long. I hope you can hang in there, guys. Joel Donald, what is your favourite sport? Favourite sport would probably be table tennis. Yeah, I like watching I loved playing table tennis, and I like watching table tennis. What are some of your personal favourite YouTubers? That's a huge question to answer quickly. Obviously Ken Domick, KBD Productions TV, and the other main one along with Ken would be, which I don't actually watch so much, but my other favourite person for other reasons is Fluffy Jet Productions, now called Fluffy Jet Toys. You'll find them both on my vlog channel as the 2 related two related channels. Those 2 guys have been with me, and likewise I with them, from basically my beginning here on YouTube. I learnt a lot from both of them, and I hope they learnt something from me. There's a few others. They're the two main ones. Fluffy Jet Toys, explanatory. He does toys videos. And Ken, had a huge amount of interaction over the years with Ken over all sorts of issues, talking about general stuff, YouTube related mainly, and it's been a privilege to have both of those guys as that whole world that I can delve into when anything YouTube related comes up that I need to find information about, and also just to share stuff with in a general way. So they're my favourite channels. As an entertainment kind of thing, I don't actually do a lot of that. I go to the TV to be entertained. I don't watch YouTube for entertainment. I like the odd video here and there from like Dame Drops. I think he's a funny guy. And there's a few other information people like Freeway Brent. I really enjoy his freeway videos. You probably don't know anything about that kind of stuff. But anyway, there's time-lapse of freeways. I enjoy freeway time-lapse videos. Oh, that's a bit weird. Anyway, there's a few of them on my own channel. Fizz Cakes asks, Melbourne Victory FC or Melbourne City FC? Who are they? I know who they are. They're local soccer. Oh, football teams. Yes, Melbourne Victory or Melbourne City, I don't know. I really don't know enough about that whole game. I enjoy watching the World Cup, and that's about it. Hey Geoff, Mr. JJ246 asks, hey Geoff, love your videos, it would be awesome to get a shout out. Hey, Mr. JJ246, there you go. Corey Fagans, who sent me all that stuff last year with his heaps and heaps of reviews that I did. Who are your favourite YouTubers? I've already answered that. What got you into videography and photography? Photography has been since my childhood. My father was a very keen photographer. My brother did the same thing, and then I took it up, and I love photography. My kids are doing the same thing. Videography is actually my eldest son, who's in Melbourne TV. He's a cameraman, a director in Melbourne commercial TVs. He does things like the Tour Down Under recently. He directed that whole thing, and other programs. So he is mad keen on movies and film and TV. So that whole thing got me into videography. As a teenager, I wanted to get into TV, but it just sort of faded away and it never happened. So I'm really happy to have taken it up later on in life. So there you go. Big answer for a short question. Thank you for that, Corey. Scott Daniels, Geoff, what are your favourite old TV shows from the 60s, 70s and 80s? Oh, wow. The Avengers. The Avengers was a favourite one from, I think, the 60s. Doctor Who as well, which has gone through the whole lot, 60s, 70s and 80s, and continues to this day. Though I'm not such a fan of Doctor Who anymore. Other TV shows in the 70s and 80s. Oh, look, there were lots of them. None that stand out in my memory. Lots of... I like police shows. I like comedy shows. I like British comedy, generally speaking, the two Ronnies. So if I'm going to watch something, it'll usually be British comedy. This is on TV, not movies. If I'm going to watch a movie, I prefer American movies. If I'm going to watch TV, I prefer British TV. Don't know if that says anything about that, but hope that explains something. Gibbo91, can you fly to Canada and do some food reviews with Ken Domick? Yes, I can, but I'm not able to. Simple answer. The ability is there, the financial backing is not. Okay, Jisup Jung. I'm not sure how to say it. Hey, Geoff, great review video as always. I was wondering if I could get a shout out in your next video. It would totally make my day. There you go. Jisup Jung or Jisup Jung. You're going to laugh at me saying it like that. Dr. Dan 3, you've been around for a while too. Thank you, Dr. Dan. Do you know yet if you're going to be making it to VidCon? I think I've answered that. If you do, I sure do hope you do a video with Ken Domick. That would be awesome to see you two together. Thank you. I would love to do that too. The stop motion video creator, you're a friend of some of my grandchildren. Can I please have a shout out? Yes, you can. There you go. Last page. Wow. I hope there's some of you still hanging in there. The Canadian Girl 4. Wait. I love your silliness. Oh, there you go. That's good to know. And there's actually no question there from the Canadian Girl 4. Oh well, you got a shout out anyway. The Canadian Girl 4. The MLG Dog Minecraft, whatever, a full whole heap of name there. Do you like Dr. Pepper? I love it. I actually am going to be doing a review of Dr. Pepper very soon because I have had Dr. Pepper before, but it was in America when I was there in 1992, and it was a long time ago, and I've completely forgotten what Dr. Pepper tastes like. So I've got a couple of cans. I'm going to do a taste review, and I've got the GoJo kids doing a taste review of it also for their channel. So there you go. Your personal favourite is Dr. Pepper Cherry Vanilla. I think I've just got the straight out Dr. Pepper. Summer Destiny. Thanks for all your comments, Summer. Happy New Year, and to you too. Yes, you don't actually ask a question. That's okay. You've got a shout out anyway. Vampire Queen 98. Can I have a shout out? Yes, you can. Vampire Queen 98. And last of all, James AM. How many hours do you invest in this channel per week? Well, James, it's been full time for me, so it's full time. I do at least the 40 hours a week, and if I added them up, I'm sure it would be a lot more than that. I try to stay away from it on the weekends, other than answering comments, but I really try and not do any editing. So the style of video that I do requires a reasonable amount of editing, and I hope you all appreciate that and like what I do. But yeah, it's full time. Thanks, James, because you've been around for ages, and I really appreciate the interaction that we've had. So big shout out to James AM, and you should check out his channel because he's another Australian food reviewer. So there you go. Now a couple of shout outs. This is one long video. Thank you for hanging in, guys, if you're still there. Wow. Gaspar Oster and Mia Neza, hope I say that right. I hope you're having a good day, guys. And Robert Aquilina, stop motion video guy. Yes, Byung, I think I did that already. Chicken Turtle, Vampire Queen 98, I did you too, and Rolf Kupta. Yes. Oh, there you go, guys. A few extra shout outs to add to the end. Thanks for making it through to the end of this video, everybody. I really appreciate all your support, and looking forward to what this year might have for us all here. And thanks for all your suggestions on what to go out and review. And who knows, I might get around a little bit of Australia. I'm planning on getting over to Adelaide sometime this year, and I would love to get up to Sydney as well. We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate your support, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.